Hey everyone, I'm Brian and welcome to my channel. I'm back at the workbench, and in this episode we'll take a look at the original trilogy Star Wars A New Hope 6-inch action figures. These figures have been released in almost every packaging option going all the way back to the original orange line in 2013. Because there are close to 30 figures, this is part 2 of my two-part video series for Star Wars 77. In part 1, I reviewed the 14 figures that were featured on the 40th Anniversary Cardbacks, and in this episode, we'll take a look at the remaining figures released in the Black Series. I'm going to start part 2 off with the Sand Troopers. There are 4 variants of the Sand Trooper, and this is a figure that's eluded my collection right up until recently. I knocked one of my top 10 wish list figures with the purchase of the Dewback and Sand Trooper that you see here. We also had a orange line Sand Trooper with the orange pauldron. We had a blue line with a black pauldron. There was an Entertainment Earth Imperial Forces 4-pack with the white pauldron. And again, the Dewback here came with the Sand Trooper with the gray pauldron. I think in my collection, I may add the Rogue One Sand Trooper that looks with the orange pauldron just to give my shelf a little extra. And next up is Han Solo in a Stormtrooper disguise. And again, another Han Solo figure that's in desperate need of a remake. What I have on display here, this is my Bandai model kit. This is my first non-Black Series figure that I ever purchased. Actually, a model kit I put together a couple years ago. Han originally came in the blue line that you see there in the background. Definitely with the new Han Solo sculpt that's coming out, I hope they come back and redo this figure as well. And to go along with Han Solo in Stormtrooper disguise, we got Luke Skywalker here. Luke originally came out in the blue line. What I've got here is the Target exclusive from 2019. This is an improvement over the blue line, which I don't have that figure. But yeah, this isn't terrible. And but if they're going to remake one, I definitely like to see them remake Han Solo before they do anything else. And Moff himself, Grand Moff Tarkin, also comes with his interrogator droid that we saw in A New Hope. We got Tarkin in the red box and a re-release in the archive. And another figure that really could have had a faceplate. And if Hasbro really wanted to do this right, the faceplates would be interchangeable amongst the figures as well. But all right, I'll stop on this. Anyways, we got the Rebel Fleet Trooper in 2018 in a red box. And the one I have here on the spinner is the 2024 Hasbro Pulse exclusive Army Builder Pack with the Stormtrooper. And up next is Luke Skywalker Yavin Ceremony. And I don't know if this was overproduced or what, but it seems like this went to outlet pretty quick. Anyways, this is a 2019 release, number 100 in the red box. And to help fill out that end scene of Star Wars, we have Princess Leia from Yavin 4. This was released in the Galaxy box. I think it was a late 21 release. And also on the POTF2 Cardback, which was a Hasbro exclusive. And we got Wedge Antilles. This is the same body as Luke X-Wing. Obviously a new face sculpt, new helmet design. And yeah, it's nice to get a couple extra Rebel pilots in the line here as well. Wedge was number 102 in the red box. And we can't have Star Wars without Cantina aliens. This is Ponda Bava or Walrus Man from my Kenner days. This was part of the Galaxy release and also part of the Power of the Force Cantina Showdown 3-pack with Obi-Wan and Dr. Evazan, which we're going to take a look at here in a second. And Walrusman's partner in crime here, Dr. Evazan, again, part of that Cantina 3-pack from the Power to Force packaging. Dr. Evazan was also a Galaxy box release in late 21. And again, you can't go wrong with extra Cantina aliens. But to me, again, looking at the box art here, does Dr. Evazan look a lot older, the action figure versus the box art? Maybe it's just me. Anyways, another figure or set of figures here that were probably a little overproduced because these also hit the discount rack. These are easy pickup at my local Ollie's, but anyways, I don't think they're bad figures. I'm happy with that pickup. And what's your Cantina without the modal nodes? Got Figure and Dan here. This was a Galaxy Box 2022. And as you can see, I don't know how these made it to Ollie's, but I did pick up 5 extra just recently, like in December, at about $7.50 a figure. So at some point I'm going to set that up, that whole band stage. That'll be a display at some point. Also going along with that is the other release, which was Nayland Chill, which we'll take a look at here in a second. And there he is. Again, a same exact figure, except this came with a ton of accessories. This was a deluxe release. And again, happy to have this. I can't wait to put this, make a little bandstand and put this up on display at some point. For now, I'm not going to open up all the extra ones. I'm just going to have the 2 on my initial display, just Figuring and Nailing on display, and then I'll get the other ones opened up at some point. And the most recent release for New Hope or Star Wars 77 or whatever, or just Star Wars, is Moman Nadan, also, again, best known as Hammerhead. Again, this is the newest figure in the New Hope line. Came out in 2024 as a deluxe figure. This easily made my top 10 favorite figure for 2024. And another figure I don't have loose. Back in part 1, I'm missing a loose Luke Farm Boy, and I do obviously, you can see I've got Greedo here, but I've got him on cardback, and he's on my wall display. We have I think 4 releases. Yeah, 4 releases for Greedo. Originally came out in the orange line, was in the 2-pack with Han Solo in the blue line. And as you can see here, the 2 cardback versions as well. So yes, I will need to pick up a Greedo at some point to get up on my display, especially if I'm going to put a Cantina scene together. Wrap up the Star Wars figures are the astromech droids and I don't have any of these. So in addition to the 2018 the Amazon exclusive Red Squadron droid pack, there was also a 2016 Toys R Us 3-pack. That Toys R Us 3-pack included R2A3, R5K6, and R2F2. The third droid from the Amazon 3-pack was R2X2. So I don't have any of these 3-packs, but with the new astromech body, it'd be nice to get some updated droids in our collections. And here's a little look at what happens after the video. So all of the figs that I got to open up go into these little storage bins until I'm ready to put them up on display. And again, it's a time factor. It's whether I got a shelf ready to go or not. Anyways, I do a lot of this recording way in advance, and then when I get time, I put my shelf displays together. I also take all the extra figs, and this is my sell bin. So I used to be a completionist and kept every variation, every box, everything, but no longer. So all these will end up for sale. I do have a vendor's table at a local toy show coming up in February, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can sell off some of these extra figures I have. And then, of course, the recycling bin. So again, I'm not keeping very much of the packaging anymore, and that all heads out to the recycling bin. And there you have it. Almost 30 Star Wars Black Series figures, a couple Mafex, and a Bandai model kit that are going to be added to my shelf display. Hopefully next week will be The Empire Strikes Back opening and review. And as always, let me know what you think. Did I miss a figure? Leave me a comment, as I'm always looking for suggestions on my content and figure displays. And if you made it this far, thank you, and I'll catch you at the next video.